let's talk about cleanup. Let's say we're done painting. We have our paint on our wax paper, we have our water cup, we have our paper towel. We also might have brushes that are fairly dirty, okay? As we're using our paint on our wax paper, we get them all full of paint and they stain. We want to make sure that we're cleaning everything really well. It's also important to know that if we have wax paper full of paint, if we're done for the day, that paint's going to dry. So you want to make sure that you're not putting a ton of paint on the wax paper, that you're wasting it. If you really wanted and you had a large amount of paint, you can put it into one of your plastic cups, okay? But otherwise, this stuff's going to be garbage. It's not going to survive. So make sure that you're being very careful with how much paint you use and how much paint is left over in your process, okay? First thing you should do is rinse off your brushes really good, okay? And try to dry them on your paper towel. Now, your brush might look fairly clean, but it's important that we take the next steps to really ensure that there's no paint left inside this brush, okay? So let's look at how we do that. Okay, in your cleaning process, you want to make sure that you're cleaning your brush and your water cup. Any of this stuff you can just dump down the drain, okay? Really be nice to your parents, right? Don't leave paint in their sink. Make sure that you're rinsing things out really well. Don't leave any of that paint in your sink, okay? Now your water cup's ready to go for the next use. Now your brush might look fairly clean from rinsing it in the water, but you really want to make sure you get a good dish soap or hand soap to clean your brush out. Okay, so I'm going to take my soap on my hand and I'm going to really scrub my paintbrush into that soap. Acrylic is plastic-based paint, so if it dries in your brush is ruined. Okay, you can't get that paint out of your clothing, out of that brush. It's stuck in there. It stains. So really make sure you're rinsing your brush out really good with soap and then rinse it with water. Grab some paper towels, dry it off. The last thing you want to do after washing your brushes is style your brush's hair, okay? You don't want to leave your brush to dry all full of mush, okay? You really want to take all those bristles and form it back into a really nice shape, okay? This is going to ensure that your brush doesn't get damaged, that it lasts really long, okay? And that's how you clean your brushes.